Once I've built my self-correcting worksheet, I find the easiest way to prepare a student walkthrough is to work backwards. In other words, start from the end of the worksheet, delete cells, and move up to the beginning. So I would start at the very bottom here, delete, 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 delete the 35, my total. Then I would be ready to record. In this problem, we're going to go through a simple FIFO example using a single cost pool. So all of our direct materials, direct labor, and manufacturing overhead are grouped together. We're given the following information. We began with 10,000 units. We added 70,000 during the period and ended with 20,000. Our beginning inventory was 40% complete. Ending was 80% complete. The cost of our beginning inventory was 35,000, and our total cost added during the period was 396,000. Of course, if I was recording this for the actual class, I would not include the bar up here on the top. I would just include an outline of the white worksheet cells. The first part of our production report summarizes the physical units and equivalent unit calculations. We're told that we've got 10,000 units and beginning work in process. During the period, we added 70,000 for a total of 80,000 units to account for. Let's go ahead and account for those units. Again, we've got 10,000 from beginning work in process. Our ending work in process is 20,000. Since we started 70,000 units and we've got 20 in ending work in process, that means we had 50,000 that were both started and completed. And notice our units to account for, the 80,000 equals the units we have accounted for. Now we need to do our equivalent unit calculation. Our beginning work in process, we're told, is 40% complete. So we're going to do the remaining 60% of the work in the current period. So we'll take that 10,000 units and multiply it by 60% and get 6,000 equivalent units. Any units that we started and completed, we did 100% of the work. And ending work in process, we're told, is 80% complete. So 80% times the 20,000 is 16,000 equivalent units. So in total, this period, we've done 72,000 equivalent units of work. A cost perspective, we were given cost of our beginning work in process and cost added during the period. The 35,000 beginning cost in the FIFO method gets transferred or assigned directly to the units that are transferred out. So let's move that down to step 4, assigning cost to those units transferred out. The cost during the current period, we're told, is 396,000. So we need to account for a total of 431,000. We've already assigned 35,000 to units transferred out, which means we need to assign the cost during the current period to the current period's work. So we'll take that 396,000 and divide it by our equivalent units during the period, which we calculated above as 72,000 units. This gives us a cost per equivalent unit of $5.50. That's the $396,000 divided by 72,000 equivalent units. So the cost that we are transferring out, we've already picked up the 35,000 cost for beginning work in process. We now need to pick up the cost of the equivalent units produced during the current period. During the current period, we produced and transferred out 56,000 equivalent units. So we're going to take that 56,000, multiply it by the $5.50 per unit, and we get a cost of $308,000. So the total cost of all the work that we transferred out is the 35,000 plus the 308,000 for a total of 343,000. the cost assigned to ending inventory is the 16,000 equivalent units at $5.50 for a total of $88,000. Last step, we want to make sure the cost that we've accounted for, $431,000, equals the total cost that we began with, the $431,000, and it does.